What's up guys, my name is Heiko and I recently returned from a solo trip to Crete, which is the biggest island that Greece owns. And in this video I will share with you the top 10 places to visit inside of Crete, so anyways, let's get into it. So anyways, let's start off with probably my absolute favorite place in Crete so far, Elefonici Beach. Now Elefonici Beach is a famous beach located in the southwestern part of Crete, and it is known for its pink sand and crystal clear warm water. It's a great spot for relaxing, swimming and enjoying the beautiful views of this beach. Now the beach itself is pretty big and can definitely be quite crowded depending on what time of year you come, but if you just have a look around you might be able to find your, well, quote, quiet hidden paradise. And so did I. Now on the main part of this beach you have a bunch of sunbeds and stuff like that you can rent, but if you just walk a little bit further away to, for example, this part of the island, you will be able to find still some amazing beautiful beaches, but it will be a lot more quiet, so yeah, definitely check that out. But anyways, next up we have Balos Lagoon, and if you have the opportunity to it, Gravousa Island. Now Balos Lagoon is another extremely popular attraction in Crete, and for good reason. The Balos Lagoon and the island of Gravousa is located towards the northwestern part of Crete. The turquoise warm water and white sand is honestly just breathtaking. You can enjoy a nice swim or just relax on the beach. And if you also have the opportunity to it, you can also take a boat/ferry trip to Gravousa Island, which is a stunning island that also has crystal clear warm water. And for all the history buffs watching this, it also has an old Venetian castle that you can climb with some incredible views at the top. So anyways, now let's move over to probably one of the most unique places in all of Crete, Preveli Palm Beach/forest. Now let's head a bit down south in Crete to the Preveli Palm Beach/forest. Now the Preveli Palm Beach is extremely unique because of the river that flows into the sea, and this river is surrounded by a bunch of lush palm tree forests. Now this place is not only about the beach itself, but it's mostly about the beautiful lush forest surrounding this river, and I must say it's one of the most unique places in all of Crete. However, if you go here, be quite careful as the water can be quite cold. And now for location 4, which you can actually check out once you're on the way to Preveli Palm Beach, you can make a quick pit stop at Kurtalitoku Gorge, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. But anyways, this gorge is known for its stunning nature, cliffs and waterfalls. It's a great spot for hiking and in general just to take in how beautiful the nature of Crete really is. So anyways, now let's head over to the 5th location, which is a very special location, Lake Kournas. Now Lake Kournas is special for primarily one main reason. Beside how beautiful it is, Lake Kournas is the only freshwater lake that exists in Crete, and it's located roughly in about the northern part of the middle of the island as in Crete, and it's about a 45-minute drive, at least according to Google Maps, from Hania. And it's perfect for a peaceful day out if you want to enjoy some swimming or just relaxing by the shore. You can do both, or you can even rent a paddle boat as long as there are more available, and if you're lucky the weather is good and the water is clear, you might even be able to see some turtles swimming around in the water, and of course some other animals too. And I would say that this is definitely a must visit place as it is a very beautiful lake. So anyways, let's head over to the 6th location. Now another must visit place in Crete, if you're a fan of nature and hiking, is Samaria Gorge. Now Samaria Gorge, according to Google at least, is one of the longest gorges in Europe, with a total length of roughly 16 kilometers. Now before I talk about this specific location, I want to give one quick disclaimer, and that is that I did not get to take this hike sadly. I've heard that the hike is quite challenging, and due to some health reasons or medical reasons I decided not to take this hike, but if your health is good enough and you are able to take this hike, according to at least many other people, they would highly recommend you do this, as this is a very popular hike and apparently a very gorgeous gorge. So anyways, back to talking about the gorge. Now like I mentioned briefly, that the hike through this gorge is challenging but can be extremely rewarding with apparently amazing scenery, and there's lots of beautiful views along this hike. So anyways, over to the 7th location, let's try something different beside just nature and explore one of the biggest cities in Crete, Hania. Or as it's written, Chania, but pronounced like Hania by the locals. Now Hania is a charming town with a beautiful old harbor, narrow streets and vibrant markets. Now if you go to Hania, make sure to check out, and you will most likely stay in the part of Hania called the Old Town, and once you're there, make sure that you definitely check out the old port, the Venian lighthouse, and while you're there, make sure to also enjoy a bunch of good food, as you will find a lot of it. Now you could easily spend a lot of time exploring Hania, so make sure you put aside a good amount of time to check it out. So anyways, once you're done in Hania, let's check out the 8th location, which is the beautiful beach of Seytan Limania. Now Seytan Limanya, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, is a stunning beach with turquoise water surrounded by cliffs that's located roughly northeast of the Hanya airport. Now once you arrive at this location and you can drive here, it can be a bit tricky to go down to the beach, so be careful because of the cliffs, but the view and water down there is definitely worth it. And watch out, as you're on your way to this beach, you might even see a bunch of goats roaming around, which is always lovely. And then for the 9th location, when you're on your way to Seytan Limana, you can also visit the Agia Triada Monastery. Now this 17th century monastery is known for its beautiful architecture and is definitely a must check out place if you like history or just architecture in general. And beside that, this monastery is an absolutely stunning and amazing place to visit, so I would definitely recommend you check it out. And then lastly for the 10th location, now this was a hard choice as there are so many beautiful beaches and towns to explore, but I decided to go with the city of Rethymno. Now somewhat similar to Hanya, Rethymno is a charming town with a beautiful old harbor, narrow streets and lots of restaurants and markets. And like I said, it's almost similar to Hanya, yet very different. Now Rethymno is located roughly in the north center of Crete. Now once you're here in Rethymno, make sure you check out the Venetian fortress, which is a historical fortress which offers beautiful views of the whole town and the ocean. And in addition to that, this old town is also filled with lots of Venetian and Ottoman architecture, which obviously stems back from earlier empire times. And this makes it the perfect place to visit if you're a history buff or just someone who likes history and beautiful buildings. So anyways guys, that was my top 10 places to visit in Crete. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope that it inspires you to visit this amazing island. So anyways, thanks so much for watching. I really hope you found this video helpful and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.